Okay, I've got your work up right here, Rebecca. Okay, I remember you had the question. I want to address that. Save pages side by side in PDF format. You don't really save side by side. You don't save facing pages in as a PDF. You set up the document and you export to PDF. So, for example, if you're um, setting up your work in InDesign, you would set that document up as facing pages so that when you export to PDF, it'll be exported in facing pages. Now you can in Adobe Acrobat Pro, there is a feature, an option to view um, page spreads or facing pages. However, unless it's set up, it might group pages incorrectly. Okay, so again, this points to setting up the document with facing pages. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the process book. So Locavore, interface development and prototyping. Locavore is, okay, good job. So before you say what locavore is, define the problem. What is the problem that precipitates the need for this app? Okay, so define the problem, and then give the solution. So okay, so you could say locavore is okay. Then go to the problem. Define the problem. Okay, now from here, what you want to do is to talk about the app solution proposal. So, how does your app propose to rectify the problems identified in the problem page? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, then we move to research. Now, this research is really super underdeveloped. There's so much you could do from here. So, in a research stage, um, basically, research falls within the ideation of the problem. So, you basically have a target audience, three main functions, and competitors. But before you identify those, you talk about the research. Right now, you've got this 2015 survey indicates 68% of consumers preferred local brands, et cetera, et cetera. You can take that research a step further and say, okay, what are the habits of the people who are, what do these people have in common? The 68% of consumers that prefer local brands of vegetables, what do they have in common? What are their spending habits? What are their demographic um, consistencies? So really need a little bit more research here. You can jump over here and take a look at the treehouse example to see how this designer developed. We got two pages of research here. So take a look at this and determine what could be feasibly presented here. Okay, so I think research is a little underdeveloped. Got a blank page here. I'm not sure what was supposed to go there. When you go from research to your personas. Um, and that's fine, but don't forget you present ideation of the problem, which means after you've defined the target audience, give the three main functions of your app, and then also you want to analyze the competition. We need a competitive analysis for the competition. Um, then you have let me see here. Okay, so personas. Okay, then you have your storyboard. Now, I would recommend giving a little paragraph describing what's going on here. Identify the problem, talk about how the app rectifies a problem and remedies a solution. Okay, then we have wireframes. Wireframes are great. Good job. Good job. Not sure what this page is right here. I'm a little lost. It's not identified anywhere. So I think we still have quite a few requirements. I'm going to place this right here. Now this is from your week 2 grading, so you can go over there and check this out. But this is really what you want to include in your process book. I'm going to place an asterisk on things that don't necessarily need to be um, addressed. Hang on one sec. So influences, mind maps, these are optional. And I'll talk about this in 1 second. So, sorry, I should have had this done before. Summary, book and mobile app, wireframes. Okay, so what I have as an asterisk would be optional, but these are what you should really be shooting for in your final presentation, statement of intent, definition of the problem, app solution proposal, functions and features, research findings, competitive comparative analysis, target audience, personas, scenarios, storyboards, scenario task flows. That's going to end up being sitemap. That's optional. Okay, wireframe sketches. Oh, that's wireframes of all of your screens. Now, if you're going to include digital wireframes, you don't have to include the sketches. If you have sketches, that would be great. Include both. But it's really required to include one or the other, so you don't really have to include both. But if you have both, definitely include them. Sketches, wireframe sketches of all screens. Digital wireframes, you've got those. All screens, though, don't forget, we want to include all screens in those digital wireframes. Photographs of your paper prototypes, which I don't see any paper prototyping going on. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I'm not seeing your paper prototypes. So that's really, really important. Written analysis summarizing your results of your testing sessions. Also the criteria you're going to use. Summary of the tasks for usability testing. And that's this right here. Where is it? Right here. So here's your usability. These are the tasks. This is a summary of the tasks that you ask your test subjects to complete. So you want to summarize those. And just make sure now, when you're working towards completion of the final process book, which is due during week 5, use this. This is the treehouse example. Use this. Definitely use this. It's a really good presentation, and it includes just about everything that's required. It's actually a really good presentation too. So think about using this for as inspiration for the completion of your process book. Okay, so we've got a lot to do here this coming week. I know that you said you're really busy at work and everything, but really we really got to start thinking about wrapping up this process book. This is due during week 5, so you have a minute on that, but the click-through prototype is due during week 4, and all of this should really be completed by the time you complete your click-through prototype, because you'll want to use the results of your paper prototyping in your testing sessions to make adjustments to the click-through prototype, right? To accommodate for all the shortcomings that you have discovered in the user testing phase. So again, be on the lookout for the week 5 announcement. I know it's just week 4 right now, but at the end of this week, I'm going to post an announcement, welcome to week 5. In that welcome to week 5 announcement, I will go ahead, I'll list all of these requirements for final submission for the process book that is due at the end of week 5. Okay, so no alarm right now, but I would say gear up. This week is going to be a busy week because there's quite a bit to do. And don't forget to use this as a really good example where you can get some great ideas on presentation and inclusion of different information. All right, good job, Rebecca. Great start. And hey, if you have any questions, if you need anything at all moving forward, and I mean anything at all, just please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm right here for you. All right, thank you very much.